Who hasn't heard of the Bermuda Triangle? How many of you didn't care about the abnormal disappearances in this area? The Bermuda Triangle is a certain area in the Atlantic Ocean where ships and planes often disappear. The tops of this triangle are Puerto Rico, Florida, and Bermuda Islands. In the Pacific Ocean, there is a similar triangle which is called the Devil's Triangle. For many years, this mystery gives no rest to the greatest minds of our planet. There are versions that the fault of these mysterious disappearances may be the origin of aliens or strange weather phenomena. But to this day, there are disputes, and none of the scientists can explain exactly what is happening in this enchanted place. The disappearances of planes and ships are happening quite rapidly. Before that, as a rule, all systems of navigation and ship control fail quickly. The explanation of the mysterious phenomena may be the decay of methane occurring at the bottom. According to this theory, huge bubbles are formed in the ocean which are saturated with methane. In these bubbles, the density is greatly reduced, which is why ships can't navigate there and immediately sink. Methane is also harmful to aircraft. As it rises, it can distort altimeter readings and reduce the lifting power. In some cases, methane can cause the aircraft engines to stop. This theory has even been experimentally proven. So, in less than a minute, the ship can sink because of the release of methane. Another theory that explains the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle may be the rogue waves that suddenly appear in the ocean. These gigantic waves can reach a height of up to 30 meters. You can learn more about this theory in the documentary film The Mystery of the Bermuda Triangle. Such waves occur instantly and always unexpectedly. No one ship can handle their power. But this is just a theory. A few more theories are moving tectonic plates and strong seismic activity in this zone. The Gulf Stream can also be considered the cause of ship disasters. Thus, a discharge stream appears, which contributes to the rise of waves. The mystery of the Bermuda Triangle also lies in the fact that compasses begin to show the direction incorrectly here. What is the reason for such strange behavior of the devices? Gamma rays emitted by a triangle can cause it. But there are no such rays on Earth, and the source of radiation is still unknown. The source of gamma rays can only be an atomic explosion or another planet. Another unusual theory can be considered as the following: that infrasound may occur in the ocean under certain conditions. Affecting the brain, it causes panic and people start to leave the ship jumping overboard. There were also highly unusual and very exotic versions of the Bermuda Triangle. Of course, they couldn't do without aliens who were stealing people. Aliens take to their world in ships and people to study. In 1965, on June the 6th, a plane disappeared near the Bahamas. Exactly this case of plane disappearance with people on board is often associated with alien abductions because on this day, astronaut James McDivitt managed to see and capture in his camera an unidentified flying object in this very area. Another amazing theory is also related to aliens. So, according to this version, the Martians came to take water from the ocean to the planet. Ships and planes fail because of the work of the alien spacecraft's engines, which run on nuclear fuel. A highly implausible but a very interesting theory is that the humanoids living in underwater domes arrange disappearances and disasters. Many theories are being built around the aliens. Another version is that aliens from Venus want to take over the planet, so they dug caves under the water column. For the inhabitants of Venus, such caves serve as strongholds. At a depth of 910 meters underwater, the pressure is the same as in Venus. It's during the flights and dives of aliens that disasters happen to our planes and ships. This is a very fantastic theory that will appeal to fans of movies about parallel worlds. Due to the curvature of space in the Bermuda Triangle, a path to space opens, as well as window to other worlds. Another fantastic theory is that there are creatures inside our planet that have built propulsion systems. These systems cause magnetic disturbances, due to which disasters occur. The following theory will also appeal to fans of science fiction books and movies. According to it, ancient creatures, dinosaurs, or huge krakens live in this area, which sink passing ships. For those who love ancient myths, the theory that Atlanteans lived in this area would be perfect. They were the ones who could activate the special device that was supposed to be a source of enormous energy. But it sank along with all of Atlantis. Nevertheless, it periodically turns on, which leads to the emergence of the powerful energy fields which ruin the ships. The following theory is related to the fractures of the ocean floor, from which gas and steam, unknown to modern science, come out. It is they that contribute to the creation of a strong magnetic field that destroys aircraft and ships. But even when these streams are very minor, they can still cause harm by causing hallucinations that cause people to jump overboard. According to cryptozoologists, mermaids, devils, brownies, and elves and other characters from fairy tales are very real. They often appear near the Bermuda Triangle and may be involved in shipwrecks. In the anomalous zone of the Bermuda Triangle, disappeared ships go into the future or the past. Here they can pass into the fourth dimension. That is why ships from previous eras, such as the Flying Dutchman, are found in different parts of the ocean. Another theory is that in 1943, the United States conducted an experiment. It was called the Philadelphia Experiment. The purpose of the experiment is to make the ship with its entire crew invisible. This was achieved using strong magnetic fields. It is this or something similar that is happening in the mysterious triangle to this day. The first person who put forward an interesting theory of exposing the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle was the writer Larry Kush. The book was published in 1975. He analyzed in detail all the events and anomalies, revealing many inaccuracies, untruthful, and simply fictitious data. The author claims that the Bermuda Triangle was deliberately invented for the sake of sensation. Not such a record number of disasters happens here, and if shipwrecks happen, it's because of the active intersecting sea and air routes. Also, there is a very diverse and complex system of currents, which doesn't give an accurate determination of the place of the disaster. It is in this area that the bottom is very difficult, and there are many shallow areas. The weather plays an important role. In this area, there are often severe storms, which are destructive for ships and aircraft. Many missing ships had technical problems, and planes get lost and ran out of fuel. All these cases happened quite long ago, when the equipment wasn't as reliable and advanced as it is now. What else do you need to know about the Bermuda Triangle? Inside this triangle, two huge pyramids were found at the bottom. These underwater creations are much larger than the Egyptian pyramids. According to scientists' calculations, these structures are at least 500 years old. What other mysteries and horrors are fraught with the Bermuda Triangle? Only one thing is known. There are a lot more questions about this anomalous zone than answers. This place inspires fear to this day, because scientists could never explain this natural phenomenon.